Back alley abortions. There's some concern that the back alley abortion may be making its return. We know that so many conservative legislatures in states around the country are working very, very hard, way harder than they're working on poverty reduction or actual positive educational reform for children. They're working on restricting abortion access for women. Obviously for women, very few men require abortions. And they also are trying to restrict reproductive health services. They are trying to teach abstinence-only sex education, which we know doesn't reduce the abortion rate. And there are some thoughts now that this could lead to the resurfacing of the back alley abortions that Roe v. Wade was intended to prevent. It's a horrible natural experiment that is taking place in Texas, says Dan Grossman, the vice president of research for IBIS Reproductive Health, which is a nonprofit. We are going to see what happens in 2014 when U.S. women don't have access to legal and safe abortions. Anti-abortion advocates are, of course, saying that the idea of back alley abortions returning is just a fear tactic. That's what we hear all the time. The fact that they're saying it absolutely doesn't make it true. Grossman is actually part of a research team that's studying the effects of these new anti-abortion laws and family planning cuts specifically in Texas. He says he's already witnessing the consequences of these restrictions, going on to say, it seems like women are becoming more desperate to find an option. We've heard reports of women taking herbs or other substances or intentionally getting punched in the stomach or beaten up, the same kinds of things they did before abortion was legal. We've talked about this for years. I've said that many times on this program that the evidence suggests that making abortions more difficult to legally obtain does successfully reduce the number of legal abortions. Obvious. But there is little to no evidence that restricting legal abortions reduces the number of abortions, period. Simple math dictates total abortions minus legal abortions gives us something. What is that something? It's these types of back alley and other unsafe abortions that are just absolutely horrible. How can one say they are pro-life? How can one say that they are pro-women, that they are for the reproductive health of women, when they are passing laws which aren't shown to reduce the total number of abortions? But I guess I should remember the political system. When these conservative legislatures pass these anti-choice, anti-abortion laws, they are able to then campaign on having done that, which completely separately from actually reducing the number of abortions and unwanted pregnancies, probably helps them raise a lot of money and get them reelected, and that's probably the big concern. Next, Luke Vargas will join us from the South American country of Colombia. Stay with us.